The Trump administration's relentless assault on the U.S. Department of Education reached a fever pitch on Tuesday, with over 1,300 employees abruptly dismissed via email, a staggering 50% reduction in workforce. This mass firing, executed after most staff had left for the day, represents a dramatic escalation in the administration's apparent bid to dismantle the agency entirely, a move vehemently opposed by roughly two-thirds of Americans, according to recent polls. Education Secretary Linda McMahon justified the drastic cuts as a commitment to efficiency, assuring the public that vital programs like student loans, Pell Grants, and special education funding would remain unaffected. Department officials categorized the eliminated positions as superfluous administrative roles. However, the timing and scale of the dismissals, coupled with the administration's broader agenda, paint a far more ominous picture. This dramatic workforce reduction follows closely on the heels of a warning issued to 60 universities regarding potential enforcement actions for alleged violations of federal civil rights, laws safeguarding students from anti-Semitic discrimination. This crackdown coincides with the administration's recent cancellation of $400 million in funding to Columbia University, citing continued inaction on addressing harassment of Jewish students. The administration's actions have ignited a firestorm of controversy, particularly considering the subsequent arrest and potential deportation of Mahmoud Khalil, a prominent Columbia student activist with a green card, for his involvement in pro-Palestinian demonstrations. His arrest, carried out by Immigration and Customs Enforcement (ICE), without charge, underscores the far-reaching consequences of the administration's policies. The sheer scale of the used cuts is breathtaking. The department, which started 2025 with 4,133 employees, now operates with an estimated 2,100, a drastic reduction amplified by voluntary departures and probationary firings. This decimation of the workforce casts a long shadow over the future of education in the United States, raising serious concerns about the capacity of the department to effectively fulfill its mandate. Adding fuel to the fire, Los Angeles Unified School District Superintendent Alberto Carvalho, in a video statement, highlighted the devastating impact of these cuts. He emphasized that the district, the second largest in the nation, receives over $750 million in federal funding earmarked for disadvantaged students, English language learners, students with disabilities, and connectivity investments. Carvalho's words carried a potent charge. Trump and Musk are stealing from our children to pay for tax cuts for billionaires, a scathing indictment of the administration's priorities. He urged Senate Democrats to reject the government funding bill currently under consideration. The administration's plans extend beyond mere workforce reductions. Secretary McMahon confirmed on Fox News that President Trump intends to sign an executive order aimed at ultimately shutting down the used. The administration is actively preparing to disperse the department's functions across other federal agencies. The New York Times reported that officials visited the Treasury Department to discuss transferring student loan operations. Meanwhile, McMahon has proposed shifting civil rights enforcement to the Department of Justice and Disability Services to the Department of Health and Human Services. These plans strikingly mirror recommendations outlined in the conservative Project 2025 blueprint, further fueling suspicions of a premeditated and coordinated effort to dismantle a vital government agency. The shadow of Elon Musk, the world's richest man, looms large over these sweeping changes. McMahon acknowledged regular meetings with Musk's team, crediting them with identifying waste within the department. This acknowledgement reveals the significant influence Musk wields over the administration's Government Efficiency Initiative, a term that masks the deeply troubling reality of a systematic dismantling of a crucial public service. The efficiency touted by the administration appears to prioritize cost-cutting over the well-being of students and the future of education in the United States. The situation is far from clear-cut. While the administration insists the cuts target administrative bloat, critics argue that the scale and speed of the dismissals suggest a deliberate attempt to cripple the department, paving the way for its eventual abolition. The potential long-term consequences of these actions are far-reaching and deeply troubling, raising serious questions about the administration's commitment to education and the well-being of students across the nation. The abrupt firings, coupled with the administration's broader agenda, leave a lingering sense of unease and uncertainty about the future of education in the United States. The narrative is far from over, and the repercussions of these actions will undoubtedly be felt for years to come. The fight to protect the used and the vital services it provides is far from over.